Olympic champion Anna Shcherbakova summed up the results of her performance at the Russian Challenge Show Program tournament. Shcherbakova, for whom it was the first competition of the season, took third place. Thanks to Channel 1 for not being afraid to create something new. Full stance confirmation that everything worked out. Thanks to the coaches for the heartfelt number. Thanks to the audience for the incredibly warm welcome. It is happiness to return to the competitive ice again, to feel this jitters again. Congratulations to Alexei Yagudin on his victory and happy birthday. Evgenia Medvedeva thanked the audience and everyone involved in her performance. Dear friends, the only thing I want and can say without further thought and questions is thank you. Thanks to the audience and stage directors. Our number was one of the most difficult to organize, because there was a very large percentage of the human factor. The audience in the hall sang. Without rehearsals, preparations and doubts. You have no idea what it's like to hear you and write for you. From now on, I will never again have another viewer and factor that evaluates me and the work of the team. Only you. Only spectators in the stands and at the screens. Special thanks to the insanely talented baby Mia Boyka. Thank you for agreeing to this adventure, even though everything was vague to the last. And, of course, gratitude to the already derailed Averbik. The production turned out to be very cool, and this program will still play in the arena. The main thing is the situation. And our young Artyom Fedorchenko, a talented figure skater and promising director, helped us. Lucky for everyone. And, spreading our wings. Let's fly high. But that's a completely different story. Medvedeva wrote. Anastasia Messina and Alexander Galyamov commented on their performance at the Russian Challenge Show Program tournament, where they presented a football-themed number, going on the ice in the uniform of St. Petersburg Zenit. The idea of such an indicative number was born to us a long time ago. We've been thinking about it for a year or two. They simply did not find a case, and, probably, did not fully think out the number. And just in time for this tournament, he fully developed. Some moments were added already in the process of staging. There was an idea with a big ball, which Sasha is constantly trying to kick, and the ball runs away from him. Our issue has a fairly clear plot, and from the outside it seems that everything is easy and simple. But Sasha and I spent a lot of time interacting with objects, because we never make complex elements with foreign objects, although there are not so many such elements in this program, but still. Most of the time it took just to adapt and learn how to work with the object, not to lose it, although the small balls were tied on a string. But to be honest, at first it all seemed unrealistic. I also had a problem with the size of the form, because there are no such small players. I had to look for a uniform in the children's department. The official website of the Figure Skating Federation quotes Messina as saying, "It's good that all sizes were there, because during our Russian Grand Prix final, which was held in St. Petersburg, Zenit just presented a new uniform, and all sizes were found and were still on sale. I liked the very idea of the number right away, because my favorite is Zenit. I am a fan of this team. It was immediately clear what suits were needed. But even the finished form had to be improved a little. Attach different buttons, sew on strips, devices on which the balls were attached," added Galyamov. Choreographer Elena Radionova shared her impressions of her performance at the show program's tournament. "I have been thinking for a long time about the production for the show program's tournament. When it came time to apply, I plunged into this process even more. I started listening to music, looking for ideas. I got the idea to do a dance to Shakir. I wrote my number on the application. Work on the program began after the approval of the application. My act is completely my idea, my production, my choice of costumes. The tournament is called Show Programs. My number was a real show. These are the emotions I wanted to convey to the viewer. And it was clear from the reaction of the audience that they liked it. I wanted to bring energy to the audience, so that they, along with my dance, would like to dance and catch this wave. I really miss the public. For me, these emotions were very valuable, because you still miss it. Thank you very much to everyone who made this tournament. Athletes who ended their careers enjoyed doubly. To feel the competitive emotions again is worth a lot. I enjoyed everything that happened to me yesterday. I will remember this for a long time."